this is a person I knew for a pretty long time, 10 plus years.
Uh-huh.
I had gotten out of a relationship, and so did she around the same time that were pretty long. Came out here to see me, which is a few hours away. Things moved pretty quick. We kind of just got together. She ended up coming out here frequently. I would say twice a month. Sometimes I would, drive out there. Fast forward, things are going really well. She's talking about moving in. We're talking about plans. I feel like everything's going well, but at the same time, as we're moving along, there's less communication and definitely some distance there. But she came out here Christmas weekend, spent Christmas together, had a job interview, got a job here. Seemed like she was, looking forward to everything, but definitely some, conflictions. Anyway, spent Christmas together, all that. Week later, she just completely curveballed me and split, and wouldn't even give me, couldn't even have a talk to really understand, what happened, why she decided. It was just kind of I really can't right now, just got out of that relationship a few months ago, I need time, which I totally understand.
Yeah.
But, hey, we've been doing this for 7, 8 months, 6, 7, 8 months, whatever that timeline was. And then she's just went through all that and dipped. I'm thinking now, I'm what? What was that even? How did we even get there just like that?
Okay. So y'all were together for 7, 8 months. Was this long distance?
Long distance,
Okay.
yeah.
How'd you meet?
We went to school together. We went to college together.
Okay,
Which
gotcha.
was 10 years ago.
Gotcha. Okay. And you said she had a previous relationship that she was only a few months removed from?
She was out of it for about 4 months, and
Okay.
I've been out of mine for 6 months.
Okay.
I think she was with him for 7 years. I was in mine for 6.
Gotcha. Okay. And everything was good. Y'all were talking. She was talking about moving in with you.
Yes.
Okay. And everything was good until it was time to move.
Yeah, it just seemed like things were going well, and then we were getting close to that date of her actually coming here, and she just was the first thing she told me before even anything else, she was I canceled the job. And in my mind, I was just what? That was not what I expected.
So she got a job in your city, and then she turned it down?
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
we went out there together. We, she's a nurse, and she found a job here, and, went together actually, and, because she only visits out here. So we went, she got the job. Then a week later, she's just like I said, total curveball.
Yeah. How frequently did you see her in person?
I would say in the beginning, about twice a month, and we would plan for a 4-day, I would have 3 days off, and then I'd take another day, so we would do a Thursday to Sunday. She'd come up twice a month. I would go there sometimes. I went there a few times back to Boston because it's my hometown. I grew up there. Friends there, so I went there too. I will say she's definitely a person who has a really hard time, I think, talking about her emotions and feelings. And I'm the complete opposite of that. I'm I have no problem, speaking what's on my mind, and if you don't like it, then, too bad. But
did she end her last relationship?
What'd you say?
Did she end her last relationship?
She did, yeah.
Okay, apparently this is an avoidant themed live today. You found another one, another avoid. Okay, here's the thing. One, she was not healed from the past relationship. Yeah, I don't think you weren't either. Y'all were together with the people that y'all were with for years, and only had a couple of months removed from the past relationships. So y'all pretty much served the function of being each other's rebound.
Right.
You don't get out of a 7-year relationship and you're ready for another one in 4 months. You're not ready to move in with somebody 4 months after ending a 7-year relationship or a 6-year relationship for 6 months. It's too fast, right? You haven't really processed the relationship ending yet, and it's like you just don't want to be alone, right? So it's that's the thing. Avoidant people are the number one subtype who are most open to long distance relationships. Why? Because they don't like to lose their independence and they fear intimacy. So the distance serves the function of keeping them safe. When that distance closes, that safety is gone. A lot of people end up in long distance relationships with people who are avoidant, and then the moment it's time to move in, either it ends or they do move in together and then it ends, right? Because it's like, the distance, the only thing keeping us together was the distance. If you hadn't decided to move in together and you just were still dating her right now, y'all would still be dating.
You think so?
I know so. There will be no threat to the relationship.
Right. Right. Because it was like a commitment. Yeah, but the thing is, though, my thing is like, I didn't like press for that. Like, it's just something we talked about, and she was like, I've always wanted to get out of Mass, and like, I get that, because like, I felt the same way growing up,
Yeah.
I always wanted to kind of like leave home. I feel like it's something you either like want to or don't want to experience. So I was like, no, I get that. And she's like back at home with her mom after the divorce, doesn't want to live there. So I'm like, I get it. But I just think like, and I could understand if she had been to me like, hey, I'm just not ready to move out there. But she just like whole 180. Like, not even like it's been 4 weeks now. Like, she wouldn't even get back to me.
Yeah, because you got to understand how they process it. So just talking about it is not threatening. There's no threat in talking about it. The threat comes when it's real. And now it's time to make moves. That's when the feelings inside the body start. That's when the dysregulation starts, right?
Yeah.
So then, for them to make themselves feel safe again, to regulate their emotions, they have to create distance. And distance in this situation is removing herself from the situation completely. Which also means removing herself from you, because you're the cause of this whole situation, right? It's like she also needs distance from you. So it's like, I get what you're thinking logically. You're like, okay, well, if that was the threat, then we can just go back to how things were. She's already been activated now. The cat's out of the bag once she's activated. Go ahead.
No, that makes sense, because you're basically saying I activated something basically in her nervous system that just made her like shut down,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I get that, but I mean, what I don't get is like feeling like you're getting really far with someone, and then just like, I think I personally have a hard time understanding like, how can someone say they love me, want to like, all the da-da-da-da-da, and then just like that, like not like a light switch, like day and night. I just...
Yeah, because they're activated. They weren't activated before. You weren't a threat before. Now you're a threat.
So, is this something that I just need to like gone for good? Is that it?
I wouldn't say going for good, because they also don't like to close doors, because they still like that validation they get from the person's attention. But that thing that just happened will just happen again in different ways. So as confused and as emotionally impacted as you are right now after experiencing this one time, do you want to continue experiencing it?
Not unless that person was willing to like work on themselves and like acknowledge that, I feel like, and that's hard, because I feel like, no, do I want to experience this again? Absolutely not. But I feel like no matter what, everyone comes with baggage. And it's just all about like what you're willing to accept, right?
Right.
So like, yeah, that's a hard one. I mean, it's hard because
there's levels of baggage. You can have somebody have baggage, but they still choose you. Right? Maybe they got a bit of a temper. They get mad a little bit. And they're like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. They're still choosing you though, right? The baggage with this one is, I'm going to choose you sometimes, and then I'm not going to choose you sometimes.
Yeah, no.
So that's beyond regular baggage. because they're fundamentally rejecting the relationship,
They're
right?
saying they don't choose you.
Exactly. I mean, did she choose you? It sounds like she canceled the whole job and canceled the moving plans, and now hasn't talked to you for 4 weeks. Doesn't sound like you were chosen in that situation.
Without a doubt. And I think, no, absolutely, you're right. So, my thing is like, and I know a lot of people might think differently about this, and then I'll let you go, but like, I knew this person for a very long time, and we were friends for a very long time before, so like, and you can call me stupid, a lot of people probably will, but I was like, if I knew 6 months in this was going to be the outcome, like, I wouldn't even gone there.
Yeah.
I would have rather just like had this person stay as my friend, because like, we had been there for each other for so long, right? Yeah, I think after 4 weeks, if she hasn't even reached out yet, I wouldn't expect her to at all.
Yeah.
I think, right? Like 4 weeks is plenty of time for someone to like sit back and be like, okay.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm sorry you're going through that, man. It's just like, this is why avoidant people, even though I disagree with them being shat upon online, there's whole communities dedicated to like complaining about avoidantly attached people. I get it. They do cause a lot of pain, right? But it's also because they're in pain simultaneously.
Yeah, no, I don't like, I think, honestly, I think for them, in my mind, I think it's worse, personally.
Oh yeah, they don't like themselves.
I think
As much as you people who dealt with them don't like them, they don't like themselves either, because they're aware and they hate that they do this a lot of the time. But it's like, it's just be thankful that you're not like that. That's all I can tell you. Be thankful you don't have to deal with that problem, because it is one hell of a problem to have. So, but yeah, man. I mean, just sit with this. You'll eventually meet someone who can meet you in the way you need to be met. Unfortunately, this one didn't pan out, but also you could have wasted and invested more time in this than you actually did. So that is a silver lining.
Yeah. No, for sure. So would you say overall avoidant people, when they leave, they don't reach back out, right?
No, there's people who have gotten back together with avoidant people, but again, it's just the same cycle.
Yeah.
There's a subset of people online. It's the goofiest content on the planet, because it's like they missed the forest from the fucking trees. It's creators, their whole content structure is around like how to get your avoidant back. Do this to get your avoidant. Don't you fucking Google this after I said tell it to you. But there's people make content like how to get your avoidant back. This is how you get your avoidant back. And they never ask the question, why do you want this person back? If they're just going to do the same shit over again.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. No, it's true. You're right. Well,
it's silly.
Listen, I know you got other people. I appreciate it. I appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah.
And, have a blessed day, brother.
All right, brother. You take care, man.